Thank you for staying with us. And now the papers for today. And we're starting with The Nation. And the major headline in The Nation is Power Tussle in PDP NWC deepens. And then there's an advert here, Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited. We have CBN, debt servicing slows to $2.86 billion in 8 months. National Assembly mulls one-day general election in 2027. Lagos State Electricity Regulatory Commission issues distribution licenses to Excel Distribution Company Limited and IE Energy Lagos Limited. What do we have?
Okay, CBN. So even though debt payments still dominate our external obligations, we were able to reduce our debt servicing to $2.8 billion in 8 months. So according to data coming from the CBN, we saved some money. So this amount of 2.8 billion accounts for about 69.1% of our total foreign debt payment, which is about $4.4 billion that we are owing. So from last year, where we paid 3.06 billion on debt servicing, in the same period, in 2025, we've only paid 2.86 billion, which shows that we've saved some small amount of money, As at that 2024, that amount was about 70.7 billion of our debt servicing, but this year we've only done 69.1. So that 1% is very huge. We thank the Lord for that, and obviously it shows that we're using large amount of money. According to The Nation, every $10 that leaves Nigeria, about $7 goes towards debt servicing or debt repayment, and monthly data shows that significant fluctuation has happened between this period, the January 2025 and January 2024, and so we're able to save a little amount of money. If we continue doing things right, hopefully we will be able to get out of this. This is not reassuring enough for me. I would rather is that the difference is huge, but it's okay.
It's progressive.
Manage it.
So let's talk about Lassa fever. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, says 166 people died from Lassa fever between January and just last month, with the case fatality rate now higher than last year's. And they contain this in the epidemiological week 37. Now, the Public Health Agency said 895 confirmed cases were recorded across 21 states and 106 local government areas. They also noted that while suspected and confirmed cases were fewer than those reported last year, more patients are dying because of late presentation and poor health-seeking behavior, often linked to the high cost of treatment. Now, they listed out some of the states that had the high fatality rate. According to the NCDC, Ondo, Bauchi, Edo, Taraba, and Ebonyi states continue to account for 90% of confirmed cases, with Ondo alone responsible for a third of the infection. Now, they keep coming out to say that you have to keep your environment clean. Like we know Lassa fever is from the rats. Keep your environment clean. Weak sanitation can actually affect you and open the doors for Lassa fever to come in. And please, please, please seek medical help.
Okay, so I have the story where the National Assembly is considering having just a day for election come 2027. They said the National Assembly is considering amendments to the Electoral Act, which will likely include the conduct of all elections in one day. This was said at a meeting with the House of Representatives Speaker Abbas Tajuddin, who gave the assurance and hinted that presidential, gubernatorial, national and state House of Assembly elections might be held on the same day should the bill be passed and assented to by the president. He said this because the European Union, they said they observed that they observed that there are so many things that happen during elections if they take it more than a day. But he's saying that I want to acknowledge that the leadership of the country under the president is committed to ensuring that we improve on our electoral processes, particularly regarding the observations that they brought up. And they are saying that that they are busy working to gather as many issues as possible arising from the last elections so that we can now, so we can see how we can legislatively address them, so that our next election will be more transparent, acceptable, and in alignment with the international standards. So this is a very good one, because you know how it is. Once they do election that day, they go, you come back, then the following week, you go for the governor election and also.
Let's look at the Punch. Major headline: Southwest states tighten borders amid banditry surge in Kwara. EU canvasses urgent reforms before 2027 poll. Oluwo ridiculing Yoruba monarchy, traditional rulers. Stray bullet kills Osun graduate after NYSC call-up. NAFDAC destroys 15 billion naira fake expired drugs in Oyo. Obi won't join dollarized primaries, obedience, reply Atiku. Rivers Funds, ICPC reviews petition against IBAS. Electricity Act, poor Nigerians, others to get tariff relief.
Okay, so let me quickly take IBAS. So a petition titled Petition for the Investigation into the Financial Expenditure of Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ekwe IBAS, retired, former sole administrator of Rivers State, has been submitted at the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Office. And one Ogadia has confirmed that, you know, this petition reached their office. That's the spokesperson of the ICPC, Demola Bakare. And it was written by Dejade Yojo, of course, the civil rights activist, asking that they probe into it. So he says, yes, it's been received. And the process is that he gets to the registry, and from there acknowledge receipt, and then it's sent to the chairman's office, who will then send it for legal opinion to the necessary lawyers, and then from there they'll take it on. So the process is on to probe the former sole administrator of Rivers.
All right, so let's talk about electricity.
Okay,
Do we have time for that? Okay. Now, the new chairman of the Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission, Abdullahi Ramat, has revealed that schools, hospitals, and low-income Nigerians will benefit from the tariff relief package under the Electricity Act 2023. Now, he disclosed this in Kano when he received the chief medical director of the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, Professor Abdurrahman Sheshe, and the hospital's management. Now, he explained that the commission is set to roll out the Power Consumer Assistance Fund, which is designed to cushion the effect of the increasing light payment. We know that electricity now, to pay for it is not easy. So it will help to actually cushion the impact of rising electricity tariffs on vulnerable consumers and critical institutions. We know about the hospitals, and this is actually good. It will help.
All right, thank you, ladies. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with the papers. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still reviewing the Punch.
Okay, so I have a story from the stray bullet kills Osun graduates. They said the fresh graduate of the Osun State College of Technology, Esha Oke, simply identified as Tarid, has been confirmed dead after he was struck by a stray bullet during a clash between rival cult groups in the community. They said that somebody, an eyewitness, said that we were signing out after our exams in the afternoon when we suddenly started hearing gunshots outside the school premises. They said everyone ran for cover. It was later that they discovered that a final yesterday had been killed by the cultists. They said the guy was trying to go into, he had already collected his call-up letter, his NYSC call-up letter, and was about to board the bus when the stray bullet just went and hit him. And, you know, he still ran and was able to hide in the bush, but by the time when he came out, they now realized that he had been shot.
Really,
So they rushed him to the hospital, but before he got there, he died.
Yes, let's move on to the next paper, the Daily Sun. Major headline, 2027, EU urges extensive reforms. Royal Rumble. Traditional rulers give Oluwo 21-day ultimatum to withdraw allegation against Oni. Sounds like a Nima story. Governor Pebolo works minister bemoans state of federal roads in Edo. Abuja at 50, Wike rolls out citywide streetlight project to tackle crime in FCT. State of emergency, court dismisses suit against Tinubu. Lassa fever, Nigeria records 166 deaths. NCDC says fatality above 2024 rate. And finally, UK, Nigeria still far from gender parity. Envoy. Rep Speaker vows end to women's political underrepresentation.
I wanted to
Royal Rumble.
I wanted to take that story, but I now looked at what concern you. Sovereign nation, you just talk.
Okay.
Well, Royal Rumble. So all the traditional rulers in Ife, North Local Government area of Osun State, gather in a meeting that they had at the Eduabo, and Eduabo, Salo of Eduabo, Oba Adesoji Oladepo was the one who read the communique that they reached at that meeting. They gave the Oluwo of Iwo, Oba Abdurrashid Adekombi, 21 days ultimatum to go and retract what he said, his recent allegation against the Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi. So there's a viral video of the of Oluwo of Iwo accusing the Ooni of having packaged his ex-wife as a weapon against him. He said he also plotted to assassinate him by allegedly using the same ex-wife. And they said, you see, this behavior of the Oluwo is, bringing disrepute to the throne in Yoruba land, the thrones of the Obas in Yoruba land, that if the Oluwo has anything to say, any allegation, then he should petition the IG of police, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, to investigate or sue the Ooni and go to court and prove the allegation. I am wondering,
isn't there a council of Obas that
you
they
will
can
call
sit and discuss
the priests and they will say, swear if you didn't do it. And
exactly.
then the gods will come in with their weapon and come out. And the thunder will strike. And the guilty person will just faint.
All right, thank you.
We didn't get there, but they have
your drama.
Let's go to the Edo State, my state. We talk about federal roads.
Okay.
The Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpegoro, and the Minister of Works, David Umahi, were visibly moved as they lamented the appalling condition of federal roads in Edo State, describing the plight of motorists as both tragic and unacceptable. Now, during an inspection of the Benin Warri dual carriageway bypass, the two leaders decried the hardship faced daily by commuters. If you have actually gone through that road, you understand. Oh my God, it's I don't even understand. The road is not even something that you should even play at all.
Are you serious?
And they become kidnappers then.
They are kidnappers there, yes. Yeah, I remember when they fixed that road, it was beautiful. But now, you can't I can't even wish that for myself. So, and they actually praised the president for some of the works that he has been doing.
As our governor always does.
But there's more to be done.
But they came out and said that you can't even travel 100 kilometers on federal roads without encountering serious difficulties, on which we all know.
Yeah.
So a lot of work needs to be done on our roads.
And the
But instead of paying lip
matters.
service
The
to the
quality
president every
matters.
time, if it's federal road roads that are bad, let the president
Let
be
us
clear
talk
about
about
it.
it.
It's
Yes.
psychopathy it have do.
Okay,
We love them.
Vanguard.
It's okay.
2027 polls, EU mission 6 constitutional judicial reforms. Tinted glass permit, outrage as police begin enforcement. And the rest is just a very huge advertorial to felicitate with the ancestral, as Oba Rashidi Ladoja ascends ancestral throne as 44th Olubadan.
Wow.
Who has this glass permit?
I do.
Okay.
Now, in as much as we know that some of the reason why this is on ground is because of the high rate of crime, kidnapping, and the rest of them. But a lot of people are sad about this. Now, yesterday, greeted the police commencement of the tinted glass permit enforcement across the country with the Nigeria Bar Association, NBA, asking the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, to immediately halt the crackdown. Now, the first day of the enforcement left sad tales on the lips of many citizens. The vehicle of a judge was among those impounded yesterday. According to in the information on Vanguard, they said over 100 cars were impounded just yesterday in Cross River State and some other states in Nigeria. The NBA, in a letter to the IGP, drew the attention to the fact that the issue surrounding the legality of the tinted glass policy is still pending. According to them, it's still pending before the Federal High Court in Abuja, warning that the Nigerian police as a law enforcement agency should know better and they should not be lawless.
Have you
This permit,
congratulated the Olubadan? I don't think your view table. I heard that congratulations.
Did we celebrate on the day that they were doing
doing
the
his,
party?
this
Did you watch coronation? I was in burial, 3
Are you
days
serious? And you were now
burial. But
watching?
right after burial like this, I put on my TV to YouTube
Okay.
and cut it all up on TVC News.
How was it?
It was
It was what? It was
Oh, it was hot.
It was beautiful.
Oh, that's
Exquisite. As in, he has grace, the way he carried his okpa, and then his speech. Oh,
He
goodness.
gave a nice speech.
He's no Obashi fit that man. He has carried, he fit him. Kadiope lori Kabiyesi.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
But
that's
you know, you were this tinted glass permit you're talking
yes.
about. I think it's a serious issue
It
because
is.
so many people have said that they've been trying to do it online
get the
and they are
permit. It's
not
unable to
possible.
do that.
Yes.
It's
online.
not
So
working.
it
They
seems,
should make
yes,
this
it's not
process
working.
easy.
I think it's,
Yes.
I think it's jammed because we are all trying.
Everybody's
all of you are
trying
guilty.
to.
Yes.
Yes.
It's you people that make it jam until when
No,
I
but
try.
we all need to get a permit
Yeah.
so that we're not stopped on the road.
There should
Yes.
be physical
I'm
offices
just-
within the police commands that we can walk into. And
Exactly.
They should just extend it. I
Make
think
the
they should
process
extend the
easy
time.
and then educate your police officers in do you know how they are now in assaulting and everything just to crack down this.
And see,
Yeah.
Take it
better have
easy.
change in your
Nigeria.
bag.
Yeah, okay. Let me
Good
take
picture.
the Nigerian Tribune and the stories here. Nigeria 65, PDP Capes Tinubu says president's speech boring, uninspiring, full of lies. Okay. Osun Assembly wants banks not to honor unauthorized financial institutions or local government accounts. And that's all we can take on the page of the papers today. Stay with us while we go on a short break.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.